So you've probably heard of the hair cuticle before, but do you actually know what it is or what it does for your hair? The structure of your hair plays a huge role in how it reacts to styling, hair color, heat, and humidity. So in this video, I'm gonna break down the structure or the anatomy of a single strand of hair, what each part is responsible for, and how it impacts your hair's overall health. Once you understand what's really going on inside of your hair, it makes things a lot easier in learning how to color it, style it, and pick products that are gonna work for you. So every strand of hair is made up of 2 to 3 layers. Naturally finer hair only contains 2 of these layers, while coarse hair contains an extra 3rd layer. So let's break down all 3 of these layers and determine what they're each responsible for. So the first layer is the outer layer of your hair, and this is the cuticle. Now, if we were to look at a single strand of hair under a microscope, you would see that the cuticle resembles fish scales. And these scales open and close. This is similar to the pores on your skin that open and close with heat and with water. And the cuticle of your hair reacts the same way. Heat and steam is gonna open it up, while cold and drying the hair is gonna close it shut. Now, hair that is damaged has a very roughed up and sometimes even missing cuticle. And this is why damaged hair appears frizzy, because those scales are open and roughed up. That's why the hair is smoother and shiny when it's healthy, because those scales are laying down very smooth. Now, if those outer layers don't close properly, this can cause color molecules as well as moisture to slip right out of the hair. This is why hair that's damaged feels more dry and also doesn't hold on to color very well. And so the purpose of the cuticle is to protect the inner layers of your hair and to hold in moisture and color. All right, so the middle layer of your hair strand is called the cortex. And this is the layer that gives your hair its strength, elasticity, color, and wave pattern. When hair is colored with permanent color, these color molecules need to penetrate the cortex in order to adjust the color. And if the cortex is weak or damaged, your hair can lose its wave pattern. So if you have naturally curly hair, but you undergo a bleaching process and it significantly damages your hair, it may lose its wave and appear straight and stringy. This means that the cortex of your hair has been damaged. When the cortex is damaged, the hair can often resemble bubble gum, and it's kind of stringy and doesn't feel very sturdy. All right, now let's talk about the 3rd layer of your hair, the medulla. Now, as I mentioned earlier, not all hair contains a medulla. The hair on your body, like the peach fuzz hairs on your face or on your arms, likely don't contain it, and that's why they feel so much more fine than other hairs on your head. Now, the medulla is most often seen in coarse hair, and it's very small in diameter and is the most fragile layer of all 3 layers of hair. And the purpose of the medulla is still not completely known, especially considering that not all hair even contains it. But what we do know is hair that does contain a medulla is often a lot stronger, and with that, it's also more resistant to color. Because of this extra layer, it has a little bit more reinforcement and can withstand a little bit more damage. But it's also going to be a little bit more difficult to lighten as well as hold a curl because of that extra layer. All right, let's do a quick recap. The cuticle is the outermost layer of your hair, and it resembles fish scales that open and close. This serves as the protectant layer of your hair, as it keeps the cortex and the medulla protected. The cortex is the middle layer of your hair. This is what gives hair its strength, elasticity, color, and wave pattern. When this layer becomes damaged, it may lose its wave pattern as well as feel very limp, extremely soft, and feel kind of like bubble gum. And the medulla is the innermost layer of hair, and it's only present in coarse hair types. Hair that contains a medulla is often a little bit more resistant to color and curling or straightening. And the real purpose of it, aside from giving hair a little bit more reinforcement, is unknown. Now, coming up in my next several videos, I'm gonna be talking about hair types, and we're gonna go over the hair texture, density, and wave pattern, and how most people get the texture and the density a little bit confused. So make sure you stay tuned and subscribe if you wanna make every day a good hair day.